This is my second vlog, but somehow it seems to be worse than the first one. Oh god.
Christ, I just smashed the cat.
Name stamped on is Tim. His name is Jim, you flipping nincompoop. We can't hear what you're saying, you freak. You've got the flipping radio blasting in the background.
Okay guys, so now it's mid-March and we're going to go over to TDI again to go and check out the new parts that have shown up. The thing I'm really excited to see is the Uniclutch. This suggestion was actually given to me by one of you guys. This time I've managed to turn on the anti-shake on the GoPro, so it's not going to be welcome to AK88 on cars, because it was a little bit like that last time. So the other thing we're going to be doing is we need to go and test fit this airbox. This is the modified airbox that came off the VX220. Standard top bit with an aftermarket bottom and enlarged ventilation hole. I did want to try and build this in carbon fibre. However, the more I think about it, the more I wonder if I might just leave it alone, but I'm going to go and try and test fit it and we can see how it goes and we can go from there. Oh, Christ, I just smashed the cat. Really not good at vlogging. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so we're here at Talk Developments again. I'm really looking forward to checking out this clutch. Come inside with me and we're going to go and check it out. Come on. So here we are at Talk Developments and we're back in my corner of various bits and pieces and stuff for us to check out. The thing I'm really excited about today is we're going to be able to check out the Uniclutch, and we're also going to be able to have a look at our Walton manifold. So it should be pretty cool. Now I'm going to set you up so we can look at the Uniclutch and then we can crack on. And I've been here for about an hour and we found some problems and some things we need to solve. But
Well, straight out of not being able to vlog, the music in the background is so loud, I'm going to voice over this entire next section. So now, let me first tell you a little bit about Uniclutch. So they're an Australian company, and the whole idea is it's a universal clutch. So if you change the spline sprockets and how it mounts the mounting ring to the flywheel, then effectively it will fit to any car. Now, there is another VX220 that has one of these clutches mounted to them already. Shout out to Steve, one of my subscribers. I'm going to link his YouTube channel here, who told me a little bit more about this. I mean, look how well they present this. You've got a carry case like as if you're going to carry it around. But this is what it looks like. So this is the track version, which is a twin plate clutch. Now, we thought this was an organic clutch, but this is actually a paddle clutch. So you can see that coppery color. Those are actually paddles. Now, I'm kind of hoping that it's going to be softer than a single paddle clutch. I think that makes sense. Now, later in the video, I'll show you what the ring mounting kit and the spline mounting kit looks like. But let's check out a few more parts whilst we're here, because some other stuff has come. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is this awesome Walton exhaust manifold. So this was made for the Z20 LET and is a thing of beauty. So I believe the person's name stamped on is Tim. Even more future Alex here. His name is Jim, you flipping nincompoop. Anyway, back to you. Really appreciate your work here. Now, obviously, it's not going to be mounted like this because it's not a top-mounted turbo, so it's going to be flipped upside down. But the craftsmanship here is amazing, and they also offer a lifetime warranty, and even come with these cool little dust caps, which I think is pretty cool. So that's what the inside split looks like, and that is the view from the wastegate side. So really looking forward to getting this one on. So I'm going to stop voice-overing soon and hand back to present Alex as the sound volume kicks down. So Alex, what are we doing next? Tell us.
we're going to go and check out how this Uniclutch bolts the existing gearbox. So we're now just going to go around to the machining shop. Okay, so here we have the standard clutch, albeit this is a slightly uprated clutch and cover plate, and this is an aftermarket lightened flywheel. So you can see the friction surface that's on the clutch here as well. So this is a Courtney Sport lightened flywheel that I bought many moons ago. So the whole idea is when we mount the actual Uniclutch, we won't need this friction surface, because the friction surface effectively exists within the Uniclutch. That's what it is, a dual universal clutch with its own friction plates. Now, one of the things that's really interesting about this is as you can see, these have got these like little stanchion mountings on, and from speaking to Mark, it's quite rare to have these on most cars. Now, the interesting thing about it is when we flip this over, you'll notice that the bolts are in here, which means that the good news is we can actually unbolt them. Now, so Mark and I think that we're not going to have any issue, nice black finger, any issue with getting this bit to work. Like, so it's not the height that we're worried about, but you know, there's going to be some real spacing involved here. So that's what we're dealing with. Now at the moment it doesn't fit, so I'm going to email Julian. I've measured the PCD of these bolts and also the diameter of these bolts. I've also measured the PCD of the bolts in here, as well as the width of the this particular flywheel, because Uniclutch do actually make an aftermarket Lighten flywheel, and because their clutches effectively have the pressure and friction surfaces contained within them, you don't need this friction surface anymore. So effectively their Lighten flywheels look, with Uniclutches, look like alloy wheels, because you just don't need all this space. So let's see if there's a solution that we can work out there.
Right guys, so I'm just going to explain how this Uniclutch works, because it's a bit of an interesting dynamic. So as said before, this is the track clutch, and effectively the side we're looking at now is the side that faces the gearbox. The flip side is the side that effectively faces the flywheel, and it comes with this fitting kit. So the idea is it's basically universal. So the ring around the side, which is the bit where we're having a bit of problem with, is the bit that sort of mounts to the Uniclutch and then bolts to the flywheel. Now what I'm pointing here is the spline adapter. So the idea is that this, as it goes in the middle here, it fits into the input shaft of the gearbox, and then the front bit there you're seeing is the depression plate which the clutch release bearing goes into. Now what I'm pointing there is there's the spacers, so you effectively space the plate from the flywheel, and that allows you to effectively mount it in the same way, so the clutch release bearing pressing on there can actually detach and reapply the clutch. Now one of the problems we were having is we tried all of these which came in and none of them fitted. We were really worried that we had a ring, that mounting ring that didn't fit, and then we also had some splines that didn't. However, really luckily, the guys managed to send me a special order. So this mounts to our F23 gearbox, which is a Vauxhall 5-speed, and we're going to go and check it out in a minute. Now they were nice to give us some goodies. So I've got a Uniclutch, couple of hats, a couple of beanies, which is pretty cool. Got some stickers in there as well. You can see that Walton did me the solid as well and sent me over a t-shirt, which was pretty cool. I like that a lot. So I'm going to just walk you over and show how this fits into our F23 gearbox. So walking through the machine section of TDI, some multiple gearboxes on the floor. The one at the front is mine. There you go. Now, these F23 gearboxes are 5-speed manuals, and they are pretty solid and reliable. So they run 6 to 700 brake horsepower pretty much with no hassle. So here I'm going to try and show you how this spline adapter fits the input shaft. And you have no idea how relieving that was to us. You can see it grips well and turns the shaft, which is pretty cool. Great. So let's go back and check out a few other bits. Okay, so let's just have a look and see what else is in the shop. So a couple other cars other than the VX220, Mustang, a Supra, and a EP3 Civic. Cool, let's get back to it. So I'm going to show you in a little bit more detail how this actually fits. So you can see the back side of the Uniclutch here, and that is the mounting ring. It slides through there, and then effectively when you flip it over, this is the side that's going to face the gearbox, and then you're going to mount the flywheel bolts basically through those mounted holes. So again, you saw earlier where we sort of had those standoffs on our aftermarket flywheel. Now whether we keep them or replace them. And if we're going to replace them, we're going to replace them with these standoffs. And again, we've got these in different sizes. And as I'm now demonstrating, that kind of sits there and that will do the spacing. So we can get the position of the clutch, and so the clutch release bearing can depress really, really easily. Now, the last thing we had to do was to retest fit this modified airbox as you can see, I'm doing a poor job getting in, but looking through the vent, this is what it looks like. And it's kind of interesting because the intake is pointing backwards. So at no point does it direct itself straight into the vent.
Well, boys and girls, that's all we've got time for today. Hope you enjoyed this newest version of the vlog. Hopefully I got a little bit better at it. It wasn't as shaky, as rattly, and I hope you enjoyed checking out the Uniclutch, the exhaust manifold, and solving some problems with me. Subscribe for more. We've got the engine coming back from the machinist soon as well, so we'll be able to check out some really cool stuff we've done for that. And let's see if we can actually make this Uniclutch fit. I'm sure we can, one way or the other. Otherwise, guys, take care of yourself and see you soon. Ciao.